All right, we're joined by the new interim heavyweight champion, Ciryl Gane. Ciryl, how's it going?
I'm fine, my man. I'm fine. I'm just arrived this Monday, and now I'm close to my family, to my wife. She's pregnant. In a few days, maybe 2 days, tomorrow, after
Oh,
tomorrow, the daughter, yeah, is gonna come. So,
that, that's been a good week for you then.
yeah, a really good week. Really.
Was that something you were a bit nervous about as maybe the baby comes while you're in Houston?
Before the fight, when the UFC did the call for the interim title, at first I don't know if I want to do this fight, coach, because she's pregnant, and for me, family first. I want
Yeah.
to stay close to my wife, and after a few discussions with my team, with my wife, we did a choice, and my choice was okay. Let's go. I'm gonna do this. I did a lot of sacrifice for my career, so let's go. This is a big opportunity. So in my mind, I was ready for that. I was ready. Okay, she gonna come. I'm gonna be in Houston, and she gonna come. That's life. I'm just sorry, but it's okay. And I'm really lucky, my man. I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky. Seriously.
Before we get into your fight, I just want to ask, like, did you ever think you'd be fighting for a UFC title in your 10th MMA fight? Like, you don't really see that too often.
No, we didn't expect that. It's too short. We did not expect that with the team, but we know one day, yes, of course, because we know we worked a lot, we improved a lot, and we are really confident, and we know we can do something real. But just 3 days after my first training in MMA, yeah, that's really crazy.
I'm in Canada, and I actually heard about you when you did your first TKO fight in Quebec. And I actually heard that people were telling me in TKO that you would be a UFC champ before your career was over. So it wasn't too surprising that you got it this early.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Is before my first fight is was not exactly that.
Yeah.
The Canada was okay. No man, you're from Muay Thai. You're gonna do nothing with the name of Bobby Sullivan, Bobby Blood. I remember the name of my opponent. And after that, yeah, after this first fight and the second fight against Deshka, yeah, the people are aware about Bongama. Yeah.
I know against Lewis, you said you were preparing with guys that were just throwing wild right hands. Like, is that basically the whole training camp was, or were you kind of working on some wrestling as well?
Yes, a little bit. Every time on every camp, because I want to be this kind of fighter. I want to be really well rounded. So yeah, every time we work on my ground game, wrestling game, my striking game, everywhere. And but the first at first the game plan was not to wrestling. It was possible, yeah, of course, but at first time it was, yeah, just manage the distance, and everybody know that.
Did anything surprise you in there that Derrick did or didn't do?
Not really. No, not really. We are really prepared about that, and right. And if you see some highlight of the fight, you can see every time I
Yeah.
have my guard like that, and every time I switch. I did this already with my second fight in TKO with Adam Deishka, because it was exactly the same profile. Big man, big right hand. Um, I don't remember who. Well, a lot of mini KOs with the right hand are really dangerous, and we did it exactly the same. And yes, we did very well Saturday. Saturday.
Were there any pressure on you to get the finish just because your last two fights went the distance, or are you just more focused on the win?
No, I have a good fight IQ. If I can finish the fight, I'm gonna finish the fight. If I'm feel comfortable with that, if I can, if I have the conditioning, if I have all the element, yes, I'm gonna finish the fight if I can, of course, every time. No, I know the people say, yeah, you don't finish the fight, don't finish. because it was not really like that. Some people can't feel uh, what is happening in the cage. Outside the cage, it's okay, I can look at it. But when you are face to face with the man in the cage, you have some feeling. And I got a good fight IQ, so I'm uh, I'm okay with me. Yeah, pas de souci.
Are you happy with your performance? Because to me, I thought this was a perfect, like you fought a perfect fight, and I thought this was your best performance you had in the UFC.
It was a really great performance, and we knew that already because the matchup was perfect to do a really great fight, and we knew this already. If you are in the flow, it's going to be a really great fight, and we did it.
Well, what's it like to be considered a UFC champ now?
I'm happy, I mean, no, I'm happy. But yes, I'm happy to have the belt. But I, the most important for me was the emotion on the face of my team, of my family, of every fan in my country, and this is was really crazy. And some people sent me a lot of video. It was in front of the TV at 6 a.m. Everybody wake up like, oh, wow, too much emotion. It was really crazy.
How much nerves were there, if any, just because you're fighting in Derrick Lewis's hometown? Like you were getting booed all week. You're fighting for the UFC belt. Like, were there any nerves for you?
Nothing, nothing. And also, we were prepared for that because I have a mental coach. And we talk about that because my coach, Fernando Lopez, was a little bit afraid about that because it was a new element. And but no, every time the coach told me, okay, you're going to be good, man, you're going to be in the hostile territory. No worries. No worries, it's going to be okay. But the show was really handsome. Seriously, it was my first time, and for the hunters of Derrick Lewis, it was really crazy. Big sensation, big feeling. It was not for us, huh? But it was really beautiful, and yeah, it's a good memories.
You gave the belt to Fernand. Like, what did that moment kind of mean for you?
For me, this is exactly what I want. I just want to give. This is a present for all of um, my team, and not only my team, only also my family, for every people around me to support me. This is my present for the people around me.
Just a couple more things. When do you think that Ngannou fight is going to happen? Because you didn't really take a whole lot of damage in that fight, but I assume you want to spend some time with your wife now.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna rest a little bit, and because not just for that, it's also because I started to prepare my the camp for in July the last year,
Yep.
and before that, a little bit before that, and since this date, I continue every time, every week, every month to prepare for a fight, and fight after fight, fight after fight. So now I just want to rest a little bit, and like you say, I have my wife, my new daughter, so it's complicated to manage a training camp with that. So we're gonna rest a little bit. Maybe the end of this year, or maybe at the beginning of 22, maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Like, do you think it's going to be early next year, or do you think maybe December if you're able to go? Like, do you think you want another quick turnaround?
Yes, exactly. Yes, around that. And if it's possible in France, if
Yeah,
it's possible.
that was actually my next question. Like,
I knew that.
Is Paris like the perfect spot for this fight? Like, that's obviously where you're from. Ngannou has ties to France. France just got legalized in MMA. Like, I think that's the perfect UFC headliner to kick off the first fight in France.
For the first event in France, in Paris, yes, it will be a success for sure, and it will be a really great cup for beginning this. So yeah.
I know Ngannou used to train under Fernand. Did like how often, if ever, did you train with him?
It was good. It was good. It was a great feeling. This is exactly when I started the MMA, so it was was really crazy for me because at this time, yes, he was already on the top five. So yes, it was really crazy for me to spar with this big man. And yeah, I'm feeling lucky a little bit. Yes, I'm feeling lucky a little bit, and we did some sparring, not too much, but we did some sparring. Yeah, good feeling.
How do you think that fight between you and Ngannou plays out? Because it is kind of similar to Derrick Lewis, where he has that one shot knockout power, but I do think Ngannou's like a more well-rounded fighter than Derrick is.
Yes, he's more well-rounded for sure. 100%. He's more athletic. He have more conditioning. Also, he's an athlete too. So yes, this is probably. Uh, I think the people want to see this fight, and I think this is going to be a really, really big fight.
You're kind of like a different heavyweight. You see a lot of heavyweights that are just big. They just go for that one shot knockout power. Your skill set's like completely different with the fight IQ. Like you're a very technical striker. Like, how important do you think that is for you, where you can just kind of overwhelm a lot of these power punchers and just kind of outsmart them?
I prefer to be smart. Yes, of
Yeah.
course, I prefer that, and I'm this kind of guy. I don't really do my choice. It's just like that. I feel it like that, and I'm comfortable like that. And but yes, when I started the MMA, when I had the first interview when I started in UFC, I thought that yes, I want to be the new generation. I want to be this new guy with a new style, big fight IQ, and a good footwork, and this is it.
Just last thing, are you in like? Is there any like you and Ngannou? I know. Do you guys still ever talk, or did you only ever train that couple times and you guys don't talk anymore?
No, like I said, we sport just a few times, not too much, and he live already to
Yeah.
live in Vegas, so he did just somewhere like that, and no, we have not really close now.
Will you even look back at those training sessions to prepare for this fight, or do you think that was so long ago that you can't really reflect on those?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Uh, will you look back on those sparring sessions with Ngannou to prepare for him, or do you think that was too long ago that
Ah,
both you guys have changed?
yeah, we changed a little bit, yes, of course, and we have just a few videos. No, 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 no. Um, I don't know exactly how we're gonna prepare this fight, but my coach gonna do the job, and so no worries.
Well, Ciryl, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you very much.